Good evening, Dinesh, and welcome to the Fortune India's Best CEOs event. We wanted to give it a little bit of a twist, a dramatic twist, if you may add, by having you with us, talking about a very interesting kind of phase which Indian entertainment is going through. And a lot of it is also, in Bollywood at least, thanks to Maddock Films, which you are the founder of. I have watched almost all of your movies of various genres. But one thing I must ask you is, you have been an expert at, and you've had a fantastic run of late, in any case, at the box office as well. Now, and when others, the bigger ones, are also struggling, which is why we call you the disruptor. And I'm sure you've been called this otherwise also by others. But the fact of the matter is, I want to know from you, what is the secret sauce which, if any, which Maddock has in terms of choosing selecting the scripts which you do, because many of them are of varying types. And I'll come to the horror universe, of course, later, horror comedy. But I want to know, what is Maddock's secret sauce to start with?
I think the most dangerous thing is to have a secret sauce. Because if you have a formula, every film that has failed in the last decade is a formula film. I think, COVID changed a lot of things. In the last 10 years, we've become a country of moviegoers who want to look more internally. I don't think we are as aspirational towards the West. That was the biggest change where, like a Badlapur and a Hindi medium did well, where we realized we have such a rich heritage, but no one was really looking there. So we started looking there. And, that's where we found a Chhaava. We found all the legends of the horror comedy universe are true legends, in the sense, at least, true on history, maybe not, hopefully not true in reality. So when we started looking, I realized there's so much our culture has to offer, and I was fortunate that my dad made me travel all across India. So India is very diverse. So if you just start looking in the right place, that's a start. I think it's very important to be unique and audacious in what you're trying to do. So if the #1 Hindi film of all time is 2, clearly women are leading the way.
Absolutely.
And the #2 film of all time is Chhaava, which is a historic about Shivaji's son. So I think when you find a story which is yours but you didn't know, that works at times. We're making Mahavatar, which is Bhagwan Parshuram's story, which when I heard, and the way it's like a whole metaverse in itself. So I think we are as Indian as it gets, if that's any secret sauce.
No, but that's absolutely fascinating, the way you said you choose your stories, because it's deep-rooted Indian in culture in that way, in thought. But at the same time, there have been others which have not worked, Of course, movies and the box office, a lot of it is also luck. That is true. But does it have something to do with changing audience tastes these days? Because today we are bombarded with international content as well on streaming and other places. So I think, do you think that much of these new things which people are, like a Hindi medium, an Angrezi medium, do you think these are the stories which people now want to be told, and that's the right time?
I think audiences want to be surprised. You don't want predictable stories. You want... I think it's also a very, it requires a lot of effort to go to a cinema and watch a film. I think it's the only surviving medium which you're not ordering on the phone. So you got to really make it worth it. Now you can make it worth it by being really unique, audacious, a spectacle. But I think good or very good won't do. You need to be at international standard. You need to be a really, really good film, which sounds simple but has not happened as often. And I think our competition, more than from each other, is actually from the phone and short form content.
True.
And I think the way scrolling is going these days, it's the biggest threat. So I feel people might just forget to watch films in 10 years. So I think we need to, as filmmakers, not think of it as just filmmakers, but content makers, and be screen agnostic. But that's a much larger conversation. But the future belongs in being able to use whatever IP you've created and go across screens. The future belongs to day and date. The customer will choose if he wants to watch it on the phone, at home on his TV, or actually drive and go to a cinema. That option has to be given to them. which technology will give us in the next couple of years, maybe even months.
You know, talking of scrolling, I was speaking to Jyoti Deshpande of Geo Studios some time back, and she mentioned a lot of the subjects she chooses or the Geo Studios people choose is also based on what is social media chatter, what is popular. You know, in terms of what are people talking about, what makes them, you know, what makes them tick, what are they excited about. Do you think that's also something which Maddock works on?
No, not really. That's good, but I feel it's better to make content that becomes social media chatter rather than take from social media chatter. So, you know, when a 3-2 works and goes to that level, every joke, every nuance people talk about, I think that's something that will take it to the next level. Of course, they can be, you're a little bit inspired by, you know, if there's a popular trend, a popular line, you might use it. And today it's possible because the world's connected to get those IPs too. Like we used this common reel, Damyangar, in Dhama, and it worked quite well because it's like the Bhedia does that, right? So, little bit, but I think the originality and the audaciousness of the plot, if completely is intertwined in our culture, that's when it really lands.
Yeah, that's true. And having said that, I mean, what is the kind of movie scripts which you think will work in the coming days now? How are you choosing scripts really?
You know, I think when I hear a film, it's as simple because that's my job in the company that the next morning I cannot not make that film. That's the best way to choose a film. But I think in the future, I think familiarity helps. So a good, like the horror comedy universe, if we don't oversupply it and it sticks to one a year, that's relevant. I think historically...
So you will continue with horror comic
Yes,
universe
we have
one
about
a year?
7 coming over the next 5 years.
Oh, wow.
And they're all interconnected and it's... And I think...
Thama clearly has a sequel coming up.
More than so you don't do the sequel should come 5 years later, but Thama should make an appearance in maybe 3-3.
Okay.
You know, so if you don't oversupply it, it's relevant.
So, while we are running out of time, I wanted to ask you about the growing trend of AI. And we can't not talk about it even in the entertainment space. Movies are now being made entirely on AI. AI is all over the entire entertainment space. How do you look at AI at Maddock?
I think it's the biggest, like not me, I think AI is going to be the biggest disruptor for entertainment because every storyteller across the world will be able to create. I've been, I've looked at a lot of patented technology right now and how with a prompt, photoreal images are created, photoreal moving images are created. That, according to me, in the next 18 to 24 months is going to be available. And imagine, we are only 2% penetration of films in theaters. Imagine every storyteller who doesn't know how to get there will be able to tell a story. So I think time's up, but AI is going to, like everyone said, the support functions are already affected by it. But I think the film business is one business where creation will get affected. So how organic you are with your story to come up with a story that can beat what ChatGPT tells you a story should be, will be the relevant story.
And ultimately, it's also about emotion, right? I mean, movies generate emotion. So I don't think AI can substitute that. I'd like to know.
Fortunately, everything unique and audacious is working for us. And since AI is self-learning and it's based on past data, if we keep thinking of what has not come, we'll be okay. But I think it's a marriage that has to happen. It makes, marketing, data analytics so easy for us. And I think the biggest change will come in affordable visual effects, which has already happened. And that will really take quality to the next level. As in the last session, it was said that the quality and that we will be able to achieve and the penetration that we'll get for films will be much larger. So there will be many more jobs, but different jobs. And if you're in a support function in the film business, that will be an issue.
And so to wind up, what next for Maddock, Dinesh? It's the Ikkis, of course, but what else? How do you see Maddock 2-3 years from now?
I would say the best film we've ever made is coming this December. It's based on Second Lieutenant Arun Khetrapal's life. He was a 21-year-old boy who probably in the 71 war did something that no one's done or no one thought he was capable of doing. So it's almost like wo 21 ka tha, wo 21 ka rahega. And Dharamji is playing his father. So in a way, in the first half, you would say that a boy goes and blows up the enemy, and the second half, the father goes and forgives them. You know, so it's quite poignant and, you know, relevant in today's times, what's going on in the world. And emotionally, it's a very strong film. It's Sriram Raghavan who made Badlapur and Andhadhun, a very talented filmmaker. And I think it's his and our best film. So hopefully that resonates.
So look forward to that, Dinesh, and thank you very much for speaking
very
to us.
much for
Look
having
forward
me.
to many more from Matter.
Thank you.